Hello everyone, welcome back to Alien Vendetta. This is map 10, Toxic Touch. And we can see that we have picked up where we left off at the last map after coming through this door. And again, got some pretty intricate lighting here. So this area is presumably supposed to be like a sewer, I suppose, beneath the castle that we just went through. And well, we can start off here by noticing this armor bonus on top of this wall. You can lower this one. None of the other ones can be lowered because they don't have armor bonuses. And this allows you to get the jump on these guys who would otherwise ambush you later. But I almost think it's not worth it because, well, at the point that you fight these guys, you'll actually have a shotgun, so you won't just have to pistol them to death. But you do at least get a backpack, and you know, I don't think I'll be using the chainsaw, so I just won't pick it up. So yeah, maybe not the most helpful secret, but the backpack is appreciated, I suppose. And we can drop down here and grab a shotgun, and then we are facing 3 shotgunners. I like it when maps like place you behind the enemies. It makes you feel like you're going somewhere you're not supposed to, you know? It gives you a nice feeling of exploration. So we can marvel at this very surprisingly beautiful slime wall. And or slime falls, maybe. And the very nice detailing, like with the poster on these torches. And then the cracked bridge. It's also pretty cool, so we'll need to raise this bridge. This door is currently shut, so we'll have to go this way. And when you walk up these stairs, it'll open with some chain gunners. Thankfully you do get a chain gun. Makes them easier to stun and deal with, but you unfortunately cannot grab their chain guns because this opening is too short to fit in. And then you can grab some ammo here, and there are a bunch of zombie men in here. Sometimes they'll decide to shoot you and take off some of your health, but thankfully not today. There's some more chain gunners up here. Yeah, this level really does like chain gunners, especially at this beginning section here. Thankfully we do get a decent amount of chain gun ammo from them and the zombies. And we can see some more of the slime back here behind the switch. And if you get too close to this torch, it actually will burn you. So it's a pretty interesting use of the damaging floor. Thankfully you don't have to step on the hurt sector to actually trigger the switch. You can press it from far enough away that you don't have to stand on it. But it is a cool detail nonetheless. And now this door is open. And when you come over here, a fake wall back here will open, and a bunch of enemies will teleport out into the main area. You can mostly kill them like this, but usually a few will end up surviving and teleporting. And that switch will raise the bridge. So now we can cross into the main part of the level. There's a Hell Knight in here, who again, I like the use of monsters that are facing away. I also love this MIDI. This was one that had, this was a map I should say, that had a very nice MIDI to begin with. And this MIDI is kind of like based on it. I believe the original one was from Duke Nukem, which I've never played, but the MIDI is very good, so maybe I should. And this door here needs a yellow key. It's not marked, but it's interesting how it doesn't touch the floor. This door here can't be opened from this side at all, so we'll have to open it later, but we can see the yellow key down here. It's guarded by a few pinkies. We can just shotgun them. You can see more of the slime here. More slime balls back there by the yellow key. Some imps in here around these corners. And there's a pinky down there, which is mostly harmless, unless you fall in, but and approaching the super shotgun will cause this pillar, I guess, this part of the pillar to lower. And if you walk around here, you can go berserk. Thankfully the floor doesn't hurt. I may if you fall down there, I'm not sure. I'd rather not test it, honestly, because I will have to walk over some hurt floor here. This slime does hurt, although most of it does not, except in, like, inescapable pits. But there are monsters and items back here, so I do have to go back here. This side has health bonuses, and both of them have shotgunners. The other one has armor bonuses. And yeah, you can walk through these grates. Not really sure why. This area is also not secrets, so kind of strange. Yeah, I end up losing most of the health and armor I get out of it anyways, so not worth it unless you're maxing, I wouldn't say. When you reach the end of this hallway here, a bunch of monsters will teleport in. The chain gunners will teleport in closest, so if you have the chain gun out, you can just stun them. You know, I guess the chain gunners might not always teleport in closest, I'm actually not sure. This door here can't be opened, so we'll have to go down here, and there's some zombies in these pits. They're pretty much harmless, but behind this is a non-harmless monster, an Arctwell. Although, thankfully with all the cover here, he's really not that dangerous. And then a couple more zombies in these ones. And I'm not sure, I feel like that there's lifts to get out of there. But again, I'd rather not drop down there and test, I don't really need the bullets. So, I'll leave that one for others to find out. And then here we can get the drop on some Mickeys. I guess I do have the Berserk I got, which is also not a secret, come to think of it. This map has a lot of interesting sections that it does not like to tag as secrets. Non-secret secrets, I guess. Or I guess a non-secret secret sounds more like an area that's not a secret, but is tagged as a secret. Like the one from map 8 that I was talking about. These Mickeys here can be pretty annoying. I definitely want these medkits and the rocket launcher. I want to say that if you fall off the bridges between here and there, that you can't get out. That one I feel like is true. So definitely try to kill them from this side. With rockets or chain gunner. You'll have to. I really like the subdued parts of the MIDI. Of the low notes, like these ones. And then the way it goes back up. It's really good. Matches the theme of the map very well. And grab some more items here. Only one left, which is no secret. And again, we've got these monsters that are facing away from us. And once again, the slime floor is back to not damaging us, so I guess this follows the Plutonia school of damaging floor use, where you just do whatever you want. Plutonia's damaging floors are infamously inconsistent. And there's some zombie men up there. I'm running out of bullets though, so really no reason to snipe them. If you go through here, you can kill them. I guess I'll use bullets since I'll get some for killing them. And there we go. Jump back out here, and lots of hit scanners up here. What you gotta do is press the switch, and that lowers this section like a lift. And then you can come in here and kill them all. Hopefully they don't, hurt me too badly. If you get unlucky there, the lack of armor really hurts. There's no armor for a little bit longer. Now you have to drop down here, but you drop in the face of a pain elemental, but pain elementals are kind of harmless if you're up in their face, so kind of an interesting decision. Some chain gunners up here. Again, this map really likes hit scanners, chain gunners. Just snipe them like that. We've got another cool use of the slime balls here, and these ones once again do hurt you, so not sure what's up with that. Let's see if I can grab the stim pack and get back without taking damage. Nope. What about on this side? Ah, so close, so close. Kind of silly when mappers put a stim pack sode on damaging floor. It's worse when it's 10 per cycle. This one's only 5, so you could reasonably come out with more than you started, but this room here may look familiar. That's because it is the room from the intermission screen. The archfile stands a little further back, but yeah, this is the intermission screen room. Something like this. I might use that one for the thumbnail. I don't know. We can't get the blue key here, and I didn't show it, but yeah, this door in this tunnel with all the zombie men is the blue door, so once you get the blue key, you can open it from this side, and you can step out from here, but you can't step out from down here, so you don't have to go around if you don't want to, but this door here is not a blue door, I don't think. I honestly forget what you need the blue key for. Let's see if we can find it. Here's another use of the slime floor, which this time does not damage you, so I don't know, go figure. And then when you grab the plasma, of course, surprising no one, there's a trap. I'll save my cells for later. These pinkies are easy to super shotgun. I can even punch them, honestly. I have Berserk. Kind of afraid of one like teleporting on top of me, but yeah, no, all good. This door also, well, okay, yeah, this door is not a blue door because it's open. Lots of monsters in here. Thankfully, the monsters in front tend to shield you from the hit scanners in the back. So it's not particularly difficult, but the lack of armor still does hurt. There's a decent amount of health here, though, so it's not that big of a deal. And then more chain gunners, pinkies. I think that the, like, lower monster quality across the board, but higher monster count, I think 359 is the highest we've seen. Yeah, I can't imagine that anything else would have been higher, but I think it works to this map's advantage. It lets you take in the scenery more. Like in this room, where we've got some more slime fixtures. I wonder if these ones hurt. I'm not sure if you can get up there. Yeah, you can go over here, though. Right? Yeah, if you jump off the stair. And no, it does not appear to hurt. There's a off wall here, in which you can walk through from, yeah, like that, from that higher step, and this gives you the armor, which is nice to have at this point. I would have preferred it, you know, before I've killed like 2/3 of the monsters, but hey, it's alright. Better late than never. In this hallway of imps, we've got these like interesting archways almost, supports maybe you'd say, hold at the ceiling. It looks pretty cool, especially with the beam along the ceiling. Now these revenants, I think I will just rocket. Is there, if you want to stand at like a safe distance and not get hit by the that you'll be able to easily dodge the tracer missiles, I should say. It's kind of hard to super shotgun them. I'm not sure that they shot a single tracer. That is kind of crazy luck. I think it is this that requires the blue key. These bars. They don't look like it on the map, but I'm not actually sure. I feel like that's the only place I can imagine that would require the blue key. Unless it was someplace I already passed. There's another hallway full of shotgunners, so if you're running low on shells, you can pretty easy refill here. Might be safer to use the chain gun. And then there's some more zombies here. Zombie men, that is, not just any kind of zombie. And finally we have the last secret here, or the second and last secret here, which is this wall, which is not mossy like the other ones. Can be opened. And there's a specter in here, which is pretty much completely dark, but also this very cool soul sphere light. It almost looks like the soul sphere itself is emitting the light, which looks really cool, I think. Might use this for the thumbnail too. Honestly, this map has a lot of thumbnail-worthy moments. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think I could find something good here. Definitely nice to have the soul sphere though. This door here can't be opened, so you have to go over to the right. And there's It's a very detailed broken wall, like we saw in the last chapter, in the mossy stone underground area. These maps were made by the same author, so not at all surprising that they look similar and pay attention to similar things. The switch here will open that door. And we've got another room here that uses the slime falls. And there's these shotgunners here, which are kind of mean, especially with the chain gunners up top. They will definitely catch you off guard if you are not expecting them. Let me see if I can... No, I don't have any rockets. I guess I'll just chain gun these guys. One more. There we go. And this slime does hurt you, yeah. That's what I thought, so... We're back to hurting again. And then... This area is symmetrical, so I'll just kill both of these imps before I go up here. Now we can grab these chain guns, and we're getting pretty close to the end. As you can see, I have 2 rockets, so I'll use one on this group of shotgunners here. Grab lots of shells, not that I'll need them. Not nearly this many. Almost at 100. And there's even more over here, so... Yeah, I wonder what the shotgunner per capita ratio population is for this map. Probably pretty high. Maybe hit scanner per capita, that'd be even higher. So there we go, now that we've put out this side, I'll pick up these bullets even though I won't need them. And we can press this switch. When you approach this wall, and it'll open with an arch vial and a BFG. And then back there's a spider demon. So if she decides to shoot, I guess it can be a little dangerous if you're trying to hide from the arch vial, but it's really not that hard. Then when you approach this here, this bridge and the slime pit will lower, or raise rather, not lower. And I'm not sure if you can get out if you jump down in there, otherwise I would test if the slime hurts, so... Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. And now we come to this little green square, which is the end of the map. So that was Toxic Touch by Kim Andre Malde. I really like this one, as you could probably tell by my commentary. I like the lighting. I mean, lighting I've said mostly throughout the WAD has been very good, but this map especially, the lighting looks really nice. Like in the Soulsphere room, like, you really don't see anything like that in other WADs from the time. This is very good. And it's all like, this runs on vanilla Doom too. This is not like any fancy advanced engine or anything like that. So yeah, very cool that one is. And then the, just like, I don't know, like the slime, you wouldn't think of it as like being pretty, but something about the map, maybe it's the MIDI that gets to me, but it's a strangely beautiful map. It's definitely a very memorable one. So yeah, that's all for this one, and next time we will be going back to a different author from Malde, so yeah, excited for that, and I'll see you all then. Bye bye.